Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hello, both of you. A good quiet start to the live stream this morning, but we are getting started. We are going to be doing a good craft today. I'm looking forward to it. It is going to be some dried flower art. I didn't take pictures this morning of the garden because I don't have a good reason. I was just puttering around doing other things. But even so, I can tell you all about what's going on in the garden. We can reference some of the photos from yesterday and so on and so forth. First things first, as you see from the title, our wild violets are going absolutely crazy here. I have 3 colors that I can see now that are already actively blooming. Sorry, I'm just moving my screen a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I have 3 varieties that are currently actively blooming, and then I have I think 2 more colors on the way, I hope. So we'll see what actually comes up, but right now the white and blue violets are up, and so are the purple violets, and then the third one that's just about to open today are like the true violet blue violets. So I'm very excited to see. Let's see, Ontario wild violet varieties colors. Let's see what the internet has to say. Violet identification. Thank you, Ontario. No photos? Not helpful. Ontario wildflowers listed, but not... Okay, there we go. Here's photos. Okay, so maybe some of them are not violets, but let me show you what I've got here as we get started this morning. By the way, friends, don't forget to click the thumbs up video. It helps the channel grow. Since you're already here, you might as well. So I have this one, the pale violet. I also have woolly blue violet. And I have northern bog violet and marsh violet. Let me see. Can I get it so you can see it? No, it's cropped. Of course it is. This guy. So I have this one for sure. And I have this one pretty much for sure. I hope. Northern white violet. I might have this one. Oh, look how cute it is. No, I don't have that. I have like a blue version. Anyway, something I'm excited about is the number of wild violets that are in the process of blooming in my home. Not in my home, in my backyard. But because I'm all excited about the wild violets, I'm feeling like I want to do some dried flower art today. I took out a bunch of my dried flowers that we made together last year in, I guess, the end of the summer, beginning of fall. I pressed all of these flowers either in a flower press or in a dictionary or in a thesaurus or in another book or between papers pressed. I don't think any of these were dehydrated. I think all of them were just pressed. So they're all dry, and I have this frame that my sister gave me. It's this gigantic frame, and I don't know what to do with it. And originally I was like, oh, I'll just put a photo in it, and there we go. But look at how big this is. Wouldn't this be a fun thing to do some botanical dried flower art in? So there's the glass piece, and my plan is to leave that in place as is. It needs to be washed. So we'll try and... Is it tall enough to fit in here? Oh, perfect. Here's a safe spot for it. It can stay upright, out of the way. Beautiful. Anyway, in the frame, there was a large piece of paper and then the cardboard as well. What I'm thinking is I'm going to take the large piece of paper and I'm going to look for something that's better than a large piece of paper. Like, I know I just Literally, I just put away all of my paper crafts. I am this person. I think I have a couple of sheets of craft paper. We might be able to find something prettier. One sec. Okay, so two things I found that could work. One, I have this peel and stick paper, and also I found another shadow box. So, you know, where is everyone today? What a quiet morning. Just me crafting on my own. Where are you guys? Hello. Usually we've got a nice little group by now. That's all right. Excuse you, Beelzebub. I think I shared it everywhere I usually do. Anyway, I've got this peel and stick. Sorry, I'm adjusting my screens. I've got this peel and stick, and it's a very basic, it's floral, but like it's not too floral. You know what I mean? I could use that as the background paper and then just make an effort to cover the flowery parts. I think that'll work. I think that'll make a nice background to stick the flowers onto that is kind of waterproof, water resistant. Let me get a pair of scissors to cut this to shape. My desk is chaotic. Oh God. So I'm also starting a new thing today, being really responsible. My little sister gave me a face sunscreen to try, and I hate sunscreen. Like, I really, really need to use sunscreen because I have pale, sensitive skin. But I hate the smell of sunscreen. I hate the texture of sunscreen. I hate everything about it. So I'm like, I avoid it, which is not good. You should definitely not do that. You should wear sunscreen. Sunscreen's important. So anyway, both of my sisters are always like, wear sunscreen. My little sister bought sunscreen and she said she really liked it, and she gave me one of the bottles that she got. She got a Costco pack, so she got a larger amount. I don't want to hear it, Beelzebub. I don't want to hear that. It's too loud for me. Okay. Anyway, today is my first day of trying face sunscreen underneath makeup. And it's going fine. The smell was not repulsive, so that's good. And what else? It's a little greasy. I feel a little greasy. But I'm being responsible, so what are we gonna do? Wear sunscreen, everybody. A message from my sisters. Okay, so I've got my peel and stick piece. I'm gonna take the paper backing off of it, and I'm gonna stick it to the piece of paper that came in the frame, just so it's a little thicker. Hopefully. And I'm just going to try and line up the corners. It's a little bigger, I think, right? So I could probably do a little border even. Hold on a second. All right, lined it up. Not a good lineup. All right, don't rip. Sorry, this is like attention to detail moment. I will come back to you momentarily. By the way, for all my neurodivergent friends in the chat, don't forget to take your meds. I already did. I am organized this morning. Even though... Oh gosh, okay. No, 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 don't stick there. Oh, I ripped the paper. It's fine, it's fine. The rip will be covered by the peel and stick. Doesn't mean you need to rip it more though. All right, okay, I've got the first end of my rectangle peel and stick stuck. Now I just need to make sure it stays lined up. This sucks. Oh my god, I also have a hot cup of coffee on my desk. Don't forget. Or else it'll become a cold cup of coffee on my desk. Okay. Just stick on. Why you gotta be difficult? I don't know why I made this difficult for myself. I could have just left the peel and sticks backing on and just sat it on top of this page, but no. Well, now it's not going to be flat. It needs to be flat. Laura, what were you thinking? Okay, please hold. I need a plan. I need a better plan of attack. Oh, Jesus, this is not working. No, the peel and stick is sticking to itself. It's an expert level fail right now. Okay. Let's try instead to cover the cardboard. I wish I had a large piece of like cardstock or like bulletin board, you know? I put away all my paper crafts. So I have nothing. Okay, I give up on this. I've given up on that. I'm gonna have some coffee. And we're gonna regroup. What are we gonna do? Did I really put all my paper away? It's not far away. Like, it's not already all the way downstairs. 1 second. It's in a box. I'm just gonna go into the box and look for something. I'm still here. I'll be right back. Pieces of cardstock. I don't think this one's big enough, quite big enough, but we could do some kind of mat. Are you gonna cover this? 1 sec, let me just imagine here what you'll look like. No, okay, so this is not big enough. And that's okay. We can find something that'll work. I just need to think. Okay. If we put a border on it, that could do it. 1 sec, let me get a couple other pieces of cardstock. That's gonna work, I think. How about you? There you go. Beelzebub. Okay, what did I do today? 1 second. Let me just take a quick sec here and see what the situation is. It seems like, did I miss something? And what are you guys up to today? Anything fun happening for you? I feel like I am super distracted today. Like I just want to play with flowers, but I need to find like the best background for them first. I can't just start using them. Oh, my hair is not, it's not my vibe today. I'm not feeling it. So today is going to be another day of rain here. Not my favorite, but I am happy it's raining because I love when the garden is happy, and the garden is happy when it rains. Okay, so I have a big, beautiful plan now. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of cardstock that are just slightly too big, and I'm going to layer them on top of each other. And then there's going to be a seam, which is ugly. So what am I going to do to cover the seam? Maybe I put a piece of cardstock. I think I might need 3 then. How irritating. Oh, I know. I could do like this. I could do the white one, which is what we want to build on top. And then we have pink on 2 sides, white on the top, or white in the middle. Pink on the sides, white in the middle. I feel like that's the best option. And we also have, I don't really want to do polka dots. All of my craft paper here is like polka dot themed, and I'm not really feeling like I want to do polka dots. I mean, this one's not bad. It is polka dotty, but I feel like it's far enough apart from polka dotty. 1 sec. I'll be right back. I promise we'll get started eventually. As soon as I sort my life out. So I'll do 3 pages of pink. So the border will be pink, beautiful, lovely, and then the middle will be white. So now I need to cut all 3 of these the same size, which is going to be super easy for me, a person who's really good at cutting straight lines. What are you clickety-clacking all over the place for? Huh? Lucky for us, hopefully this is wide enough. Lucky for us, I have this handy-dandy thingamabob. And now I just need some tape. Oh, woe is me. Why didn't I just prep ahead of time for this part? That's not how it happens today. Oh, okay, so I need to remove, like, I guess just under 1 inch from each of these pages. So I'm going to use my handy dandy, this thing. Tell me you're too wide. Ugh, it's too wide to do it that way. I'm not going to use my handy dandy thing. I have to cut it by hand. Like a pleb. I'm so bad at cutting a straight line. Like, there's not even any use in me drawing a line, because it's not going to be straight, even if I'm following, gosh, even if I'm following a perforated line, it's not going to come out straight. Oh, we've already veered off course. Let's get back on course there, Laura. Hopefully that was the right amount. You know, could be worse. Okay, so I'm going to tape the first one into place with a giant, roll of packing tape. Awful sound. Okay, so there's the first piece. Beautiful. Actually, why don't we put the cut side? Oh, we can't. It has to be one of the sides. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll put this first piece on. Hello. So this is what it looks like with the first piece. And now I'm going to stick the second piece on top of it. You know what I'm thinking? I might cut it after I have it stuck on. That could work, you know? Less straight lines to worry about because I'll be following a physical edge. Okay, so then we'll put one... Sorry, loud noise again. Just lining it up. Okay, and then the last piece is going to be in between both of those. But I have to stick it on from the back. I could use something better than packing tape. I'm aware of this. However, I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm putting a couple of pieces of packing tape. I'm turning them into loops like that. Then I'm sticking them to the cardstock. And then I'm going to put this piece centered as best I can just to cover those seams. And now the last piece will be this one, and that will just stick on top, and that doesn't need to be like physically stuck. We'll do that after the fact, but here's the back. So I'm gonna take my scissors and cut along this to keep the ends nice and straight. Oh my God, what are we doing? We are doing dried flowers on a frame. Look at me not using my fabric scissors, Candace. Are you proud of me? I'm covering the back border, or back cardboard rather, with some pink. Oh God, did I do a really bad job just now? Yes. I'm very much not good at cutting straight lines. It's not my forte. Never been good at it. Good morning. I hate it so much. Left-handed people, we're just not meant to cut a straight line. It wasn't in the cards for us. The scissors weren't made for us. The world was not made for us. All right, that's the best that's gonna happen right now. I'm not doing anything more than that. So this is just the back area that will be like the back of the frame. This is not where I'm sticking the dried flowers. I'm going to stick the dried flowers on this white one until I can get a nice backing piece that is all one color. But until then, you know what I could do even to make it look like it's intentional? I can take some like washi tape or something just to stick that part down so it looks on purpose. It's gonna be a mess today in here. This home, it's gonna be a mess. Okay, I think this one's gonna be our best bet. It's just a plain looking washi tape. I'll show you after I stick down this edge how she looks. I think this will make it look more on purpose though. Okay. You know, I think it will. I hope it does. Okay. So the washi tape is on that paper just to create an intentional looking reason for those lines. I'm just gonna tape the washi tape down on the other side because it's not the most strong of the sticky tapes. If I find a better piece of paper for backing at any point, I can always just pull this one off and replace it. So this is gonna be our best bet. Here, okay, so if it's hanging like this, so now the washi tape creates like a intentionality to those seams from the paper, and then this white piece will have our flowers stuck on it like that. You know what I might do is I might do the same thing coming off of these corners so that it looks like it's part of the frame. I think I have enough of the tape to do it. Let me try. Oh, I do not have enough tape, but I might have enough tape to pretend to do it. I might. Okay, so now the frame will look a little bit more intentional because once I put that white on top, that washi tape is at all four corners. I think it'll work. I think it'll work. I don't love the color of the pink construction paper, but I think mostly we're not going to even notice it because it's going to be covered. It's going to be covered in flowers and leaves. But first I just wanted to have that background on. I'm just taping that washi tape down at the back again so that it doesn't fly away. Oh, which is Alistair's favorite sentence right now. He'll like, I'll push him on the swing. I went to the park with him the other day, and I push him on the swing, and he says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so high. I'm gonna fly away." So my mom or my sister must have been saying that to him, like, "Oh my gosh, are you gonna fly away? You're so high up." And he's like, now saying it all the time. Oh, I have like a cat hair on my face. I can feel it. Okay. Now that part's done, you know what? Let me be a good grown-up woman and put away the stuff we're not going to be using right now because the desk is starting to look a little bit hectic. So I'm just going to put the tape away and the washi tape. And all the extra paper. So now we have this nice piece of white cardstock, and we are going to turn this white piece of cardstock into a magical piece of art by sticking down a million, hopefully, flowers onto it. I really want to get some of my dried flowers, or more of my dried flowers, I should say, used up. I feel like I have so many dried flowers. I have this whole box, and remember they're flat, so like a whole box is a lot. This tin, this whole container, and these containers. So I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna draw on this in pencil and then stick flower bits where it feels right? Maybe that would be fun. Like we could draw some kind of shape to follow. I feel like that could be a cool way to enjoy putting these down. But I also need a spot to have them like spread out because I need to be able to see them. And I feel like the way it is right now, there's no room for spreading them out. So let me just try and, why is there like a large knife on my desk? I don't recall what that was about. Okay, that's a little bit more room. So many random items on my freaking desk. Okay. So we haven't decided if we're gonna do portrait or landscape. I'm open to either. I have paintbrushes, water, and Mod Podge all set up, ready to go. I have, let me see if I can get you a little higher up so you can see more going on. There's just so many of these dried flowers. Let me just close this. Bring you over a little bit more like that. That looks good. Let's try and... You plugged in? No. Plugged in now? Maybe. Hold on a sec. There we go. Beautiful. Let's try and get that, oops, let's try and get that angle to be nice again. So you can see what we've got. And let me try and come in here a bit. Well, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's try again. All right, that's better. So we could do a little pencil drawing, like I said, to try and create some kind of cohesive vibe. We could also just go raw and just start sticking stuff down. Both ways are great. What would be what would be a cool large piece of art, because this is going to be kind of big. It could be a bouquet of flowers. That'd be interesting. It could be like a face, like a picture of something. It could be a butterfly. It could be a letter. It could be, I don't know. I do think it might be cool to have it be something though. I don't think there's enough of the right color to make Thunder's outline. Like to do Thunder, that would be cool. To just do our dog. We could do... the letter L, the letter L and A for Laura and Alex, outer space, just a scene with flowers. I just love how they look. All my dried flowers are so pretty. Let's pour some of them out so we can see how they might work on a page. We can even just pour some of them out on the paper just to kind of fiddle around with them a bit. See if they can inspire. Nope, not for you, Beelzebub. Inspire at all. Because there's like all of these really pretty sunflower petals from last year and zinnia petals from last year. Which side's the front? Where did you get that leaf? These sunflower petals look so nice. It's hard to tell the front from the back a lot of the time with them, I feel. But like, that could be shaped into something. You know? I don't know. So these are from a sunflower, so this wouldn't even be organized this way, like out in the wild. So it already isn't, you know, anything real. But we could do something like that. And then we have all these zinnia flowers. Or we could do like a mandala, you know, like just keep growing it out, like symmetrically. That's an interesting idea. What else could we do? Oh, I love a pressed zinnia. They're kind of rough looking, but I still think they're so pretty. Like, they don't look accurate anymore. But I think they're still really pretty. Look, these still have functioning seeds. Alright, so... like, that's cool. We could build a thing, like a butterfly or a fairy. I just feel like, I don't know, but I do want to use a lot of things for this part of the project. I just feel like I have so many dried flowers, and I want to start using them because I'm missing out on having these beautiful things displayed somewhere. Also, it's hard because they're so pretty that it makes me want to give it away as a gift. But like, I want some of my art. You seem to always give it away, but I want some of it. It's pretty. But because it's pretty, I'm like, someone else would love this. You are the someone else, Laura. That's you. Cat face sniffing a flower. Okay. Alternatively, we could also do like a very dense garden. You know, like have a whole background of leaves and then like stuff coming forward. I feel like I can't use any status here though. It needs to be all flat stuff. Like, I think that would be like too wide. That would be pretty. You think so? All right, well, let's pull some leaves first then from this gorgeous, gorgeous pile. Man, sometimes I'm like, why do you do these things, Laura? And then I'm like, this is why. Look how pretty. Tell me you don't love my hoard of dried plants, because I sure as heck do. Look at how pretty they all are. But why? But what for? Because they're pretty. They're crunchy and they're pretty. Okay, so let's clear the board of petals to begin. And we can begin some arranging here. I love them. I could just play with them all day. Candace, same. Same. I was feeling like it today, and that's what's happening, is I just wanted to play with my stuff. So thank you for supporting me playing with my stuff. Okay, that's a cool large leaf. I'm thinking like a few big ones first to kind of create, you know, our starting vibe. And then we also have to decide, are we taping them down or not taping them down? Are we gluing them down fully flat, or are we just going to tack each one in place with a little bit of glue? That's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So how am I supposed to know, you know? Okay, I'm just taking out some of the leaves that I want on this because they're pretty. But like, how am I supposed to glue this down? You know? We could also put a fairy in the garden. Make a fairy out of leaves. I'm just pulling out some of my favorite larger leaves so that we can kind of organize how they could sit. They don't have to sit this way, just some of the options. Oh god, I love a pressed sage leaf. Look at how beautiful and perfect and flat that is. Look at, you can't even see it because it's so perfect and flat. Look at this, ready? Watch. If you don't watch, if you don't pay attention, it disappears. Look, invisible. It's just a line. Amazing. Okay, so with some of these leaves, we could do a bouquet. Hold on. Just hold on a minute. Okay, do I really want to use all of the same plant? No. So I'm not making a plant. That's not gonna happen. And I don't have anything that could be stems, so I could draw or paint stems. And I also want a lot of the background covered. That is true. So I think that maybe I'll start with just some Mod Podge and just tack down a couple of leaves. Just some of the bigger ones that don't really have a part in the story. They're just background. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So I'll get my little paintbrush, clean off this, and then I think I'm gonna treat this like it's, yeah, I think I'm gonna just do a dab of Mod Podge on some parts of each of these leaves. I don't think I'm gonna stick the entire leaf down because I don't really want it to get rippled. Is that a bad idea? Should I be Mod Podging the whole thing? I feel like Mod Podging the whole thing could be misguided because there's water in Mod Podge. Okay, let's just try. Let's just do a little bit of Mod Podge all over the back, which I'm treating as glue because Mod Podge is essentially glue. I think it is just PVA glue. Does it say? No, it says it's a finish. I feel like it's glue. I don't know. I feel like gluing the whole thing down might be like overkill. Or is it the right amount of kill? Will it be underkill if I don't glue it down? But see, this is what happens when I start to glue it down. I damage them. Maybe just the edges? I just feel like once it's framed, it's like never gonna come out. So does it really need to be glued? What are you guys working on today? Anybody doing anything fun? I think I'm doing what I do every Friday, so I think I'm gonna be going over and hanging out with my sister today. It's my Friday activity usually. Have dinner with the fam. But no other real plans, no other big plans. Okay, so there's a big leaf down, beautiful. Let's put another one here. Just gonna put Mod Podge all over the page. It'll do something. Hopefully. Good morning, I'm making patties. Like hamburger patties? Or like peppermint patties? Or like, I don't know, a third kind of patty that I don't know. I would like peppermint patties or hamburgers. Both are acceptable. Thank you. I have more cookies to bake and then set up for our fish auction tomorrow. That's exciting. I hope that everyone who's selling guppies has good luck and finds the buyer they are looking for. You selling any guppies this time? Or auctioning? No, auction is for raising money. Selling guppies is for individuals. Okay, so two leaves. A third leaf. I'm trying to think of like what's the vibe of this, and I still haven't decided. Remember when I was like, maybe we could draw some stuff on it? Lol. We could do some painting after. Some post-organizing painting. Okay. I think I'm starting with nasturtiums is what's going on. I feel like that has been sorted. That we are starting with a nice base of nasturtium leaves. I don't want there to be any ridges in the glue before I stick down my little guy. Okay. Another leaf. Gorgeous. Nope, I'm the treasurer. Oh, right. I have one tank. I like the fish and I want to keep them. Makes sense. Okay, there's another nasturtium leaf to thicken up the background greenery. Love her. Okay, any more smaller nasturtium leaves here? I'd like a couple littler ones. Ooh, that's a nice round one. And it's a good green. I think that you'll have to go up over here. Also, I know that this one's broken, but it's okay. It'll get covered. The broken part will be covered by flowers. So if the leaf is not perfect, it's not really a problem. All right, there's our first layer, I think. Do I have any other little nasturtiums? Here's a littler one. I think nasturtiums are a good choice for the background. Found a nice tiny one. Bless you. Bless you, Beelzebub. Okay. I'm gonna be lurking today to boost the numbers while I work. Oh, thank you, Candy. Appreciate you being here, even if you're not really here. And good morning, Michelle. Nice to see you. Okay, so we've got our first few leaves in place. These are gonna be the farthest backdrop picture leaves. Oops, I just damaged one of my nasturtium leaves. Oh well. By the way, happy Friday. I don't even know if I said that. It's May 2nd, which is crazy. My birthday is May 6th, and I am becoming aware of that fact. I don't know how I'm gonna get these to like stick nicely down. What do other people do? I feel like they must super saturate this or something. Okay, again, who's next? I feel like I really like how these ones look, and even though these are indoor plants leaves, I feel like they could do good vibes on this project. So let's do that. Just want it to be like right to the corner, like that. Glue underneath, and then glue on top. Yeah, I think all of this will have to get pressed before it goes into the frame for its final home. That's okay though. Okay, and who else is a nice flat leaf? This is good. Oops. Well, I guess we're gonna put a poppy already. That was not part of my plan. But I got glue on it, so it's getting stuck down right where it is. Oops. Okay. Then up here, I feel like I need to get the edges all really covered, you know? Shush, Beelzebub. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm busy. Okay. And I'm just, right now, I'm literally just trying to cover the white background as best I can. I'm not thinking about the composition very much yet of this thing. But what I'm thinking, just like looking at it right now, I'm thinking we'll cover all the white with some green, and then after that we can talk about what growing structures, what's happening in the middle, what's the point? What's the vibe? Who are we and why are we like this, you know? Those kinds of questions. And then this will probably have to dry for like 2 days. And then after it's dried for a couple of days, then I will put it into something to press it flat, hopefully. Okay, I want to put some coleus in. I have a really nice big coleus leaf. Ugh, I just broke off the tip of that. Rude and annoying. I feel like having the Mod Podge on top does make it a little riskier for when I press it, because the Mod Podge might stick to whatever I'm pressing it in. So that's a little bit stressful. So maybe I don't press it, but I can already see the paper is getting distorted from the Mod Podge. Not my favorite scenario to be in right now, I tell you what. These ones lost all their color, but I still think they look really pretty. So I'm gonna include them in our background for a little bit of a texture and color change. When I pressed them, they were this beautiful dark velvety green, and then they came out of being pressed fully brown, which again, I'm fine with. It's just weird to me. Aren't those like so brown? And they were so green, and they're like perfectly pressed. They just lost all their color. And it's weird because they were pressed the same way all my other stuff gets pressed, and all my other stuff stays green. This plant though, this leaf does not. And it's not like I made a mistake one time. It's like every single one from this variety of plant is brown. Go away, Beelzebub. These are not for you. What about a layer of wax paper between the art and the weight? Yeah, I think that's going to be what we're going to have to do. Something like that. We're going to have to... I was thinking a layer of saran wrap. You think wax paper would be better? I just thought saran wrap is like plastic, so I'll be able to peel it off easily. Also, it's like flimsier. I don't know. Wax paper is probably good too. It's like I wish I had little like glue drops so I could just put the glue on the underside and only where like I want it. But I don't have glue drops. So what am I gonna do then? I just have to glue them all like this. Oh, this is a pretty option. One of my oxalis leaves. Could put that right here in between these two nasturtium leaves. There. Do a little experiment before you press the big one. That's a good idea. Well, either way, it's gonna need to dry for a while before I can press it anyway. So that's okay. Not a huge worry right now. Okay, this one I'm gonna remove the stem because the stem is a little bit fat. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit of glue on the back. Go away, Beelzebub. You've not been invited. There we go. I feel like I want to put the least amount of glue on the front as possible. I know I haven't been doing that, but that's what I want to be doing. So I think I'm going to just try on the leaves that feel like they can handle it. I'm going to try and just put glue straight on the leaf. My stepbrother passed in a motorcycle accident and I can't stop thinking about his kids. Oh my God. That's heartbreaking. Is that your sister's husband's brother, stepbrother, or like your sister's husband? That's so sad. Motorcycles are death machines. I try to tell Alex that all the time because he wants to have a motorcycle. They're so dangerous. I know that you can have a good, fun time on a motorcycle. I'm not saying they can't be fun, but like, oh my God. Like 1 minute, everything's totally fine. Stepbrother from my dad's third marriage. Oh. So your dad's wife's, one of your dad's, wow, that's not a good words, Laura. Your dad's wife's kids. Literally your stepbrother. I don't know why. Did you say stepbrother? Did I interpret that as brother-in-law? Okay, stepbrother. I interpreted it as brother-in-law. Don't know why. It's just what happened. That's very sad. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't say it. I'm also sorry for your loss. It's heartbreaking. No, you can't have any of these, Beelzebub. Not your turn, girl. Nope, go away. Get off my shoulder if you're gonna be hovering like that. Alright. Okay. I also have a nice little fern leaf. A lot of these are going to be covered. Don't forget. I want to put them down because they're so pretty, but like a lot of them will be covered by other things, by flowers and other stuff. I guess we've decided it's going to be vertical. We didn't make that decision, it just happened. All right. Okay. He's a grandfather to their kids. Dad was in the kids' lives for a while before their mom left him, so he's still active in the two youngest's lives. That's sad. He's a grandfather to their kids. Yeah, that makes sense. I love how Beelzebub keeps going from shoulder to shoulder to try and get my attention. Like, give me something. Yeah, she is. She's like, what you got there? Anything, any snacks? Anything for Miss Beelzebub? Okay, so right now, here's how our little background is looking. Do you see how it's getting all distorted, though? Like, look at the white paper. It's, like, not flat anymore. So, there's our beginnings. She's a very cute little bird. Just don't risk the kisses. Yeah, I'm not risking the kisses with her these days. She's just a little too chaotic for that. Because she might be nice, or she might bite my actual face. Okay, and I feel like we could go into some flowers now, don't you think? I feel like that's a good amount of coverage. Remember, this is what our actual, hold on, sorry, my organization is a lot lower than I would like it to be. It's the moisture in the glue, so you have to spare felt to draw the moisture out. So you have spare felt to draw the moisture out. I mean, I was just gonna let it air dry forever and then press it flat. Again, this is what she's gonna look like once in the frame. Now, question, do we leave any white or do we cover all of the white all together? What do you think? You put felt under when you press as well. Oh, okay. I have the felty it's not felt, but it's like, it's kind of like felt, but it's like synthetic. Is it to be only leaves? No, there's gonna be flowers on it. I'm just saying, should we cover all of the background with greenery before we do the flowers, or do we start putting flowers on it like this and have some white peek through at certain points? That's what I'm trying to determine. I kind of hate the pink, so I think I'm gonna have to get something different for the pink, like immediately. No, you can fill it in later if you need. Okay. If you say so, Candace. I'm trusting you. Okay, now we're gonna get some of our leaves put back because there's a lot happening on my desk right now and I would like to kind of rein it in. So let's get some of these leaves and put them away. We can always take them back out. This is not their final destination. We can always add more leaves. We're just putting them away so that I have room to work. Who are you trying to convince, Laura? Gosh. You have to like handle them in such a weird way. Ooh, this is a pretty little set of leaves. Let's put you in such a weird way so that they don't break. It's like you're handling them, trying not to touch them while also handling them. Doing your best to not touch something that you're fiddling around with is a confused situation to be in. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do flowers. Put these leaves back in. Put those leaves back in. Don't screw with me right now. Thank you. Beelzebub, my sweet demon with peace and love. Overstimulating right now. Thank you. I didn't mean to surprise her. I thought she knew I was going to do that. Okay. Flowers. What are we going to do for flowers? Let's see what kinds of stuff we've got. We've got big flowers. We've got little flowers. We've got zinnias. If a spot is too stark white later, you can grab a leaf and just put it in then. Yes, you're right about that. Okay, let's make sure we don't have anything stuck on that we don't mean to. Ooh, a zinnia. Ooh, another zinnia. It's almost time for zinnias to start blooming in my garden, so I feel like nonchalant about just using up all of these beautiful flowers that I grew. Because they're all so, but they're all going to be under glass. They're all going to be under glass. They can't be too thick. Okay, so like, if we put you right here, you beautiful creature. And then we put, it's almost time to refill the pet's water fountain. I can hear the water. Is it because there's an animal in it, or is it just because I can hear it for no reason? All right, there we go. I guess we're starting with zinnias. Which is just fine by me, because look at how pretty they are. Isn't that the prettiest thing? Okay, I know you're not supposed to do even numbers of things in art, but I don't really like that zinnia. Those are so pretty and they stayed so bright. I know, right? I mean, I guess we could use the dark one. It's not like the prettiest. Is it pretty enough? Because you can't use only 4. That would be like inappropriate. You know what I could do? I could pull off some of the uglier petals, you know, and then stick it like behind another zinnia visually. Yeah, that'll do it. That works. Which zinnia do we want it behind? I think I want it behind this guy. Or do I want it behind these ones? I feel like it should be down here. Yeah. You know, compositionally. They did stay quite bright, didn't they? Definitely brighter than I would have expected. Alright, what flowers do we have next? We have another of the dark zinnias. Do we want another dark zinnia? I feel like I do. I feel like I want one up here. Great, now we're back at the same problem where we have an even number. You gotta have odd numbers to make the composition really pop. There's probably another zinnia in here somewhere though. And there's these very cute little, what are you even called? Scabiosa. I feel like I had a lot of Scabiosa pressed. I did. Here's another. Oops. Dropped glue. Oh no. I feel like I want to do a little Scabiosa cluster. Don't you think that would be pretty? I feel like putting a few of the flowers in little groups together could be kind of cool. Could be a vibe. Like there's my little Scabiosa cluster. Then up at the top, or like over here, I could do a little Cosmo cluster. That could be fun. Okay, let's see what we've got for the Cosmos. I also do want to include some sweet peas because they turned out so pretty. The pressed sweet peas. Which side's prettier? Unfortunately, the back is prettier. That's okay though. We will make it work. Come on, you. I want the stem showing though. Okay. Is that the best spot for you? Oh, yeah. Behind here. And in front of there. Beautiful. Get those sweet peas stuck down. Pretty. Okay, now we need to decide what's next. My nephew graduates college this month and I need gift ideas. Your nephew graduates college. Ew, someday my nephew's gonna graduate college. My sweet little baby nephew. How could he? How could he do such a thing? What do you even get for a graduating college age person? I don't know. There. It goes by so fast. Like, for real though. It goes by very, very quick. Alistair's already like a grown-up to me. He's not. He's literally a baby, but like, he feels like he's growing too quick. I want him to stay a baby forever! But I also don't. I want him to grow up and I want him to be... I want to meet him. He's so cute. What's he gonna be like, you know? He's gonna be a whole person who has opinions, and some of them might be not the same as mine, which is crazy. What does he think he's doing? The level of disrespect. No, but he loves ramen. Oh, you know what would be a good gift? A food gift card. A gift card to a grocery store. When you're coming out of college and you're broke, either that or a gift card to a restaurant that they wouldn't normally have the opportunity to go to. So either gift cards for groceries or a gift card to like a nicer, not even a nicer, just like out to dinner. When you're in university and you're broke. Whatever, what I literally would dream of when I was dreaming of like when I grow up, what I want to do, when I was in university, it was I want to be able to eat whatever I want whenever I feel like it. I want to go out for food anytime I feel like it. That was literally one of my like university dreams, which is hilarious looking back on it. It's like just being able to go out for food once in a while. That was like, when I grow up, I want to be able to go out for food whenever I want. Joke's on you, Laura. First of all, you're not gonna. And second of all, what are you talking about? Well, he's moving back home till he gets a job. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. Going out of home to go to university and then having to move back home after university. You've already lived like a wild few years being a wild child in your university town, and now you have to go back home and be like a kid again because you're under your parents' roof. That sounds like not a lot of fun. I mean, great for the budget, let's be honest. We love saving money. But ugh. Also, I guess getting to see your childhood friends is nice. Also, he loves to cook, so he's happy to cook at home. Well, what a catch. I don't know what you should get him then. But if he likes ramen, I mean, you could get him a big container of ramen. Go to Costco and just get one of those Costco ramens. You literally can't fly, Gary. I don't know why you're always surprised when you flutter down to the ground. Are you just testing it every time to see if it's come back yet? Oh, here's a pretty Cosmo. Alright, so the composition part is kind of going out the window now, and it's just sort of becoming chaotic. A nice knife. Here, nephew. A weapon. Enjoy. It's not a weapon, it's a tool. Okay, Snapdragon. You can come in from over there. I feel like this started off with a plan, and the plan has left. We are now without a plan. The organization here has completely failed. Oh well. It's literally only 10:30. Time is not moving for me today at all. Time is standing still. Ugh. Plus it'll match with the elegant vibes of a very nice pen. Something you can use on veggies or meats. Not his style. Besides, my sister has great knives. That's a thought for when he moves out, though. That's true. That's a good idea for when he moves out. When you're on your own, here's a nice set of knives. Okay, which side's prettier? I think the side I'm looking at is the pretty one. Glue, 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 and glue. And now you need to go here so that that is sticking on something. She's not making sense anymore. I feel like I had an idea and I just sort of let the idea go. Hold on. Let's look at this and see what's wrong with it, okay? What have we got? What's wrong here? What's the problem? There's something wrong, but I don't know what. I know one of the things that's wrong is that we're missing a lissome, that's for sure. Cover the white. That's a good idea. The corner is missing a plant. Okay, so we need a large group of leaves. We need some leaves and we need some flowers. So, well, I already got this leaf gluey. So we'll put that leaf on. And then we could do this little... Oh, you're not watching. Gotta put you back on the phone, friends. Okay, this is pretty. So let's stick you on. Which side's prettier, that side or this side? This side. Okay. Good. Now I'm just gonna pull off some of my tomato leaves because I don't want it to be too big. Alright. Another amaranth leaf. Good, gorgeous, gorgeous. I would like to use another one of these dark ones. Okay. That's looking good. Even though these are indoor plants, these ones, I still think they're adding a good depth and texture. That's good. Okay, that's good. Now I think we could probably stick some alyssum in now. He's an only child, spoiled in a good way. Morning, pals. Good morning, Melanie. Nice to... What did you do? What are you doing there? Where did you get that? Where was that pistachio even from? A pistachio in the shell just was thrown by our beautiful Beelzebub. Okay, we could do... This has glue on it, so we could put a flower here. Don't you tell me to come here. I'm the boss. No, I'm not coming there. And you're not invited to come here, so don't talk to me right now. I'm busy making stuff. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just try and cover all of the white spots with Alyssa, and they might not cover all the white, but they'll cover like the bulk of the spot. Like here's a white spot. I put Alyssum on there. There's still white showing, but there's not like a white spot anymore. It's my big brilliant plan to cover up the background. Yay! Very yay. Yay indeed. Oops. I'm gonna try not to get too much glue on the top of them. I'm surrounded by glue. Okay, here's a white spot, there's a white spot, there's white up here, white over here, another bit of white here, another bit of white here. So now I can take my sweet Alyssum, which I have in quite large quantities, and then I can take little heads of it and stick them wherever there's too much white, or wherever there's too much glue. And then you can have one right there, and you could have one over here, and we could put one up there. That's nice. Michelle, European football or American handball? Handball. You silly goose. Well, you don't handle it with your foot, so why do they even call it football? Imagine if they were like, we're switching the name. It's handball. Everyone accept it. How do you think it would go? All right. Filling in the white, filling in the white. What else is missing? Let me try and get you guys into a more optimal position for viewing. So much mess here. Okay, please hold. I'm gonna try and just grab a couple of handfuls of these dried flowers. Do my best not to break everything, just so that the volume is less, so I can move it over so you can see it a little better. I'll show you from the front and we can talk about what's missing. Oh, too much glue. Oh, not enough glue. Hold on. Okay. Here's how it's looking right now. I feel like this middle section is looking a little bit messy, like it's not making sense. Like it needs a stronger flower there. Those Alyssum are looking like a little mucky, I want to say. It's glorious, Laura. Well, thank you. I'm glad you think so. I like it too. Still needs a flower in the top corner. Well, don't you worry. Your pretty little head. I'm going to get to that point. I think that should help clear things up. Under Thunder, down here, up here. Well, I think we needed one more zinnia anyway. Didn't we have the wrong number of zinnias? So, after all, we can add one more corner zinnia. Right there. And then I also have these beautiful, beautiful million bells dried out. There we go. And those, just stick a bunch of glue on the back. Put you right in there. Million bell, a single bell can go right here, cute. I feel like I don't know where all my marigolds are. I feel like I have a lot of marigolds and I'm not seeing any. Let me just look in this section here. Oh, here's some marigolds. Oh, it smells so good when you open a container of dried flowers. The smell is delightful. So this doesn't have any sense to it because there aren't stems on the majority of these flowers. The flowers are just like loosely being stuck on. So there's not a ton of like scents, but we're just gonna be fine with it, okay? We're just gonna look at it and be like, yep, that's what's supposed to be there. I will say I am very pleased about how a lot of the colors held up on these flowers. We'll see how they do after they've been living out in the wild for a little while. Nope, Beelzebub, it's not a good time right now. Like a wildflower meadow. That sounds beautiful. I support that as what this is, even though marigolds don't really grow here in... It doesn't matter, it's the vibe. The vibe is wildflower, right? Right. I feel like I want to have some groupings of flowers together. Go away, go away. Sweet bird, you are overstimulating and you cannot eat any of what I have here. Hey, it's been a minute. Those flowers look amazing. Yeah, it has been a minute. Welcome back. Nice to see you. I am in the process right now of gluing tons of pretty flowers onto this piece of paper, which will then dry out, which will then go into a frame. And right now, here's what she's looking like. I feel like the vibe is pretty good. There's still not enough happening here, in my opinion. There's never enough. I feel like we're missing something down here. Something dark. And then I also feel like I just want to put more alyssum around because I really like it. So those are the two things I'm worrying about. The two things I'm aware of. Right there. That's a good little leaf set for where I'm looking at down here. Cool. Okay. And then Cosmo down. Need something dark. What could I use here? And nasturtium didn't press super well to work there as a dark flower. I mean, the orange one's okay. Let's see how it looks when I put it down. Glue. Not terrible, could be worse. What else do I have in here? I have individual zinnia leaves, or zinnia petals, and they are bright in color. Pulls color from other area. Right choice. Thank you. I feel like we could do more marigolds just because they are one of my favorite things to see. So we could have another marigold tucked in. Okay. Cool. And I feel like we could still use some more greenery. Never enough. Never too much. More texture, more greenery, more vibes, more color. Okay, I had a pretty salvia, hummingbird salvia. That could be a nice choice. And then this could go down there. Let me find that hummingbird salvia. Not a ton left in terms of the blooms, just a couple, but it's pretty. Beelzebub, where are you? What are you chewing on back there? I have to make sure there's glue on each of the flowers because they will fall off. Okay. Don't worry, I'm gonna find the right spot for this. Found it. All right. Now we do have some white along the top. Are we going to try to cover it with leaves and things? Or are we going to just leave it open? These are issues we have to deal with. I can just put a couple of individual zinnia petals there. I think I could use those with the existing zinnia. I don't know if this is one of the colors, not quite, but that's all right. Nobody needs to know. Because how would they know? If I add a couple extra around the outside in a different color, who will notice? Probably nobody. Watercolor paint in blue. Watercolor paint on top of the flowers? I mean, I guess anything is allowed. There's nothing against the rules. This is art. But I do not understand how watercolor paint would be used in this project. Just adding more petals into this zinnia until it feels, I guess, full enough and bright enough. I have tons of these petals. Or your alcohol markers. So I don't know if paint will go well over top of the flowers. I think that's something I'm thinking in that as a problem. Hi, I don't have any of that for you right now, Beelzebub. No, not right now. Okay, there's one. Put that sweet alyssum back down. Let's see. I know I have another color of petals. Go away, Beelzebub. It's too much. You're too much. You're too much. Go on. Go on. Thank you. Okay. Just put another one right there. There, that kind of adds a little sparkle to that zinnia, don't you think? A little bit of drama. There. Just the flowers and the leaves. You think so? Alright, so there's the zinnia with a few more bits. Okay, now what do I want to add? What is missing? Where am I missing something? I'm looking at my pile of flowers here. Seeing if anything... Like this nasturtium looks pretty nice. Do I have anywhere flat that I could add it? Down there. Okay. Any other pretty marigolds? Any other different marigolds? It looks like I only dried out the one variety last year, unfortunately. Which is too bad because it's like marigolds are one of my favorite things. I wish I had dried out other flavors. It's too bad. I know I grew other colors, so it's weird that I only dried out like... Okay, there's a couple other colors, but like... Or a couple in another color. Nothing really exciting though. Did I get glue on my mic? I think I did. Okay. Another marigold, I like you, so I'll put you over here. Cute. I love marigolds. Too bad the straw flowers don't press flat. They just don't seem to want to sit perfectly flat, which is a bit of a bummer. There we go. What else should I put on? I see something blue. Oh, it's a million bell. It's 1 million bells. Not a million bells, just one singular million bells. Where are you guys located? Million bells are so pretty. And both sides look nice. I start gluing before I have a spot for it. Let's try in here. That's good. Good morning, rain. Good morning. No rain here yet. It is supposed to rain today, but so far it is not here. It rained yesterday. I planted tons more stuff. I'm gonna say most of my seedlings out. Not all of them for sure, but definitely lots of them. I'm just adding more petals to the Cosmo here by sacrificing another Cosmo. Anyway, I planted out a whole bunch of stuff yesterday and it was awesome. I planted out a bunch of zinnias and a bunch of cosmos and a bunch of other stuff. Basically, I just had a nice time. Everything that looked strong enough to survive got taken outside. If it looked like it would survive being planted, I planted it. Because we are pretty much out of the danger of frost here. Like, there still could be a frost, but probably not. Alright. On my little cosmos, as the British folks say. I like this center better. Stick. Thank you. There we go. Now I've got a Cosmo. Here's how the... Sorry, Beelzebub. I told you it was too much. Okay, here's how it looks right now. Something down here is missing. I don't know what it is, but something's missing. Maybe another leaf, a darker leaf? I have a purple coleus. That will work. Oh, do you want to check on the coleus seedlings after? I want to see how they look, if they're starting to look like something, because right now they're just, or yesterday when we looked last, they were just starting to open. We couldn't really tell who was who yet. I think we might be able to tell who's who. Ah, one of my Jolly Jesters, which is probably no good for seed. Do you think the seed will be okay in here? Because if the seed is good, let me see if there's any others in the Jolly Jester, because I'm nervous that I didn't plant any. So if I can't find another one in this pile, sorry. This has to be sacrificed to see. Oh, the seeds are good. Okay, this is being used. I'm planting these seeds. I will put them into this container and deal with harvesting them later. Sorry, can't use it. It's got to be used for a different art. Okay, maybe what we do is we let this dry, we give it a day, and then we come back to it on Monday and have a look to see what it needs still. Here's how it looks right now. I'm into it. I don't feel like it's completely finished. You know? I feel like we could definitely add more to it, but I want to have some stuff hung up. I want to have some of these things hanging in my house because they're pretty and I store them for what reason? None. So once it's mounted, until I get another color for a background mounting, it'll look like this. It'll be in a frame. Let me give you the whole vibe, okay? It'll be like, actually the pink one can get put into the frame. We don't need that to be loose on the loose. Oh, annoying. Please hold. Apparently, I am not able to function. Okay, here we go. Why are you stuck? How are you too big? I literally cut you from the size of the other thing. Oh, God. I'm just trying to give the vibe. Looks really pretty, Laura. Thank you. Glad you like it. I like it too. Okay, so here's what the frame looks like with our made up backing piece. And there's what it'll look like. There will be glass on top, but just for like, hold on. Just for the vibe, so you can understand the vibe. There will be glass on top, but here's what it could look like. My garden. I'm in the garden with Colin. All right, there we go. Good. One thing made. We made something. Congrats to us. Ooh, so pretty. I'm glad you like it too. All right, let's try and put all these things back without damaging them too much. Oh, I just want to use the sweet alyssum all in one project. What could I do with 1,000,000 pounds of sweet alyssum dried? Because that's what I have right now. Okay. That's so pretty. Thank you, Christine. And thank you to all of you guys for hanging out with me this morning. Sorry that I'm so chaotic. It's just, I wanted to play with my flowers, but now I've made a huge mess all over my desk and all over my floor. Let me show you what's happening on my desk right now. Look at this. This is what's going on. This is what I'm trying to clean up without breaking it. It's also very delicate, which is not my best decision, the way that I'm cleaning them. I try to just touch them as little as possible. So I scoop them into my box delicately. Or at least as delicately as I can. It's not very delicate. And as you can, oh, you can't see. It's all over the floor. It's also all over my floor. Try and collect. I think I have a spot still. Beelzebub, my parrot, is just watching me and being very interested in what I'm doing with the intention. Like, hey, do you need to use the bathroom at all, Mom? I won't do crimes while you're gone. Like, if I were to go to the bathroom right now, 100% the bird would come onto this table and just start causing a riot. It would just be too much. Okay. All right, almost there. We're almost there. And then we can put our lids back on. Everything can get put away. And then we can look at the seedlings. Doesn't that sound fun? I'm excited to look at the seedlings. I actually haven't looked at them since yesterday, like morning. Normally I look at them 200 times a day, but I was distracted and busy yesterday, so I did not do that. All right, I think that's almost everything except for what's on the floor, which I will now collect. I think we got everything off the... Okay, you need a lid. You are a lid. Wrong lid. There's the right lid. Okay, we got one. I think that will be done, and that's done. Gorge, 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 gorge. By the way, if you're hanging out with us this morning, first of all, my bangs are not on my team. And second of all, don't forget to click the thumbs up button on the stream. Oh, God. It's okay. It's just my brain. It's not important. I don't need that for anything. Thank you. Anyway, click the thumbs up button because now I'm going to have a minor concussion as a gift to you. The things I do for you. All right. Remaining leaves. Good morning, everyone. It's my first time at a live stream. Well, welcome to our group. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. This is a fun place. A calm-ish. It's a nice place. We have a good vibe here, I feel like. We get along pretty well. We chat about whatever comes up, and we make things together. Like today's project. Let's see if I can stand this up so that you guys can see it without it falling down. There. Okay. Nope. Stay in the frame. That would be super if you could do that. Thank you. There. Cool. Now it can be like, look, this is what we made today. Is this feeling upside down? Yes. Right? Yeah, this is upside down. That's right side up. Much better. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let me just put these things away. back in the shelf, and then we can pull out the seedlings and have a look at the seedlings. Excuse me. Excuse me, please. Stop doing crimes. Thank you. Ugh. All right. Gorge, go on. Thank you. Ugh. Oh, you pooped on my bag. When did that happen? One sec, I gotta clean bird poop off. Favorite go-to bag Beelzebub, which by the way is doing really well right now. This video just came out on Tuesday for my favorite go-to everyday bag, and it's this bag here. I made a crochet tutorial for it, and that crochet tutorial is currently available on my YouTube channel. It has a flap that goes over the front, it has a pocket, it's fully lined, the lining is sewn in, and it has a long crossbody strap. It's my favorite bag right now. It's my go-to, so one I use as my daily one. And yeah, there's a crochet tutorial for it on my YouTube channel right now. Available, uploaded, ready for you to watch. Shush. You shush, Beelzebub. You are chaos. You are chaotic. Hey there, Gary. Gary's a little less chaotic today. All right. Welcome back. Here I am. My daughter presses flowers. We were just looking at what she had from last spring. So pretty. Yeah, pressing flowers is very addictive. It's rewarding for sure. I can feel like an animal hair that is not mine on my face. It's very rewarding and addictive, but it's also like you need to, it's not the same hobby as doing stuff with the pressed flowers. Pressing flowers is a hobby, and then arranging pressed flowers is a second different hobby. Soup time, literally. Candace says good morning, Alex. He might have headphones in. Hello?
Hello?
Candace says good morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, hello.
She said soup time.
Almost, yeah. I was thinking about it.
There we go. I love how accident prone you are, like me. Nothing we can do about it. It's just who we are. Okay, let's check out the coleus. I have a whole bunch of coleus seedlings that are, I think, gonna start being able to show us. I don't know how much they grew yesterday, so we'll see together. We'll see how far along they've come, because they may be ready to thin, like ready for us to tell which variety is coming up. They might not be though, so let me just grab them and then we can look at them. This is my seed starting shelf. We started seeds in here. Okay, well, dripped water all over everything. Left that for us. We started seeds in here a while ago, and I've planted out a lot of them. I also have this little cutting that we're trying to see if it's rooting. Any other coleus down here? I don't think so. I think it's just this one. All right, I'm gonna close this off. It's too bright with it open. And I'm gonna chug a little more water, and we're gonna look at these coleus. Okay, so they're not quite ready yet for us to decide if they're worth sacrificing or if they're worth keeping. They're just a bit too little still. Here's how they look right now. I'm gonna zoom you in a bit. so you can see them. And then I'll show them to you each individually here. So these are a mix. Some of them are called French Quarter. Oh, it's trying to focus on my face. One sec. Some of them are called French Quarter. Some of them are called Kong Mosaic, and some of them are just a mixed coleus variety. Right now, it's not super clear who's who because they're just too little. So even though the purple ones look like they're solid purple right now, they might become variegated purple. There might be more. Wow, why can't I figure this out? There we go. There might be more going on in the colors than it looks like at this moment. These ones also could be an exciting variety, or they could be boring. There's a boring variety of coleus that I grew last year. It's still pretty. Like, I'll still grow a few of them. It's just not as exciting. The Kong Mosaic, for example, that's who these guys are. And I think the only one that's going to be actually Kong Mosaic is this guy here. So this looks like it's going to be just a plain purple. It might not be. And this looks like it's going to be one of the boring varieties. But this one feels like it's going to go Kong Mosaic, which is awesome. Do I have any others that show potential to be the Mosaic variety? So nothing that I can tell definitively yet, but even the ones that look boring right now, like this one in the middle, it looks exciting, but it's actually a boring variety. This could still turn into something exciting. I think this top one is going to be something exciting because it's a different color than the other red ones. I also think this one will be exciting down here, and this one as well. So we'll see. I hope that they will show us some more like change over the next couple days so that I can start sacrificing them, because I don't need this many coleus. I just need the prettiest ones. Also, I have an unknown marigold that has got a super weird growing pattern, in my opinion, for marigolds. It almost looks like a feverfew, but it isn't. It's a marigold. And then I also have Purple Cleome doing really well. I don't need 5 of them, so it's probably almost time to sacrifice one. I'll just sacrifice the middle one. Sacrificed to the gods of the plants. There. Now there's just 4 that I have to worry about. The 5th one is gone. But I have Purple Cleome looking good, growing slowly. I'm not really worried anymore. I feel like the garden's gonna be fine. I've now planted out all the straw flowers. I've planted out all the marigolds, I think. Maybe there's a couple marigolds left. I planted out most of the alyssum, the sweet alyssum. I planted out most of the zinnias. Oh no, the Queenie Lime Orange is so upset right now. I planted out almost all of my feverfew. I still have to plant out my Chantilly Snapdragons. I want to see when the best time to plant those out is, because it might be today. I have glue on my hand. Here, you guys can hang out with me for this. When to plant Chantilly Snapdragons out. Late spring, early summer. Chantilly Snapdragons can be planted outdoors after the danger of frost has passed. Hamilton weather 14 day. Now let's see. Are we having any frosts? We are having overnight feels like 3. I wish there was a thing that said yes, frost. Frost will happen, but it's not. 8, 8, 8. I don't like how this weather is organized. Can I see it in another way, please? Okay, we have Thursday. Okay, where are we now? We're on Friday. Overnights are now over 7, and starting next week, they're over 10. So I can plant out the Chantilly Snapdragons today. So that's exciting. That's something I'm looking forward to. And they will be Gorgeous. Okay, these are still needing to be inside under a light. They're still too little. And that's fine because I have space now because I planted out almost everything. The next thing that's gonna get planted out, one sec, I need to water my little zinnia container here. Looks a little sad. Okay, who else is ready to go out? Oh my god, I just knocked over my castor beans. Did they break? Please don't be broken. Are you broken? No, okay. Still okay. Although, honestly, a little bit upset. It's mostly okay. Please don't be broken. Please don't be dead. My sweet little castor beans fell down. Why are they so wet? There's so much moisture in this soil. Okay, don't die, just sit there. Like I said, you can't get entertainment like this, poor babies. I know, they are poor babies. I'm not good at making sure that they're safe. Okay, what was I gonna do? I was gonna pull this out to have a look at. No, the Chantilly Snapdragons. Gorgeous. Okay, you kill me, girl. I can't help it. It's just who I am. I just accept myself the way that I is, okay? Okay, we've got feverfew that can get planted outside today. That looks great. Cosmos should still be in here more. I think that's it for who's ready to go outside. Oh, excuse me. No, Beelzebub, get out of here. Go on. Little demon. Okay, so next, the Chantilly Snapdragons. I don't think I'm going to be cropping them before I plant them. Like normally you can like cut the heads down so that they have more stuff going on, but I think I'm just gonna plant them out like this. I think I have enough of them. My forecast is the same. Rain, rain, and more rain. Yeah, rain is coming. And that's good. That's fine. Do you want to see the Chantilly Snapdragons, what they look like? They're so pretty. Okay, ready? The ones I have are this variety. And I wonder... Chantilly... What is this one called? Chantilly Snapdragon. Why do I always feel like... Okay, hold on. Renee's Garden. Thank you. And we are looking for... Snapdragons. Okay, so these are the ones that I'm growing. This is the mix. Look at these flowers. Are you kidding? Why? Why do you look like that? Why are you so pretty? Honestly, even if I get the yellow ones, I think I'll be happy with it. I'd prefer fewer of the yellow ones, but that's just because that's what my brain is saying. Maybe I'll see the yellow ones and I will be absolutely just obsessed with them. Let's see. These enchanting snapdragons have plump, open-faced, bell-shaped fluted flowers that are closely spaced along graceful spikes of bloom. They make naturally coordinated bouquets in a pastel watercolor blend of creamy lemon yellow, the softest salmon, warm apricot bronze, and dainty candy floss pink. I would love if mine were all candy floss pink. With some white, with some that have white throats. Perfect for a lovely garden color. And as cutting flowers, carefully bred Chantilly plants grow 2.5 to 3.5 feet tall and branch nicely from the base, forming a charming candelabra of blossoms. So, do we have any more pictures of them? No, these are just, that's it. That's all they've got for us. But they are really pretty. And look at how the individual flowers look. Like, they're so open. They feel like a nasturtium to me, but they're on a stick, which I think is going to be so fun. So I have right now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. So I have 21 snapdragons. currently. They look relatively healthy. I mean, they're little, but it's warm enough to go outside. So I think I want to just get them in the ground because I think that they'll get the right rainwater. They'll get like, there's literal dirt on my face. They'll get the right rainwater. They'll get the right sunlight. They'll get wind. All of that stuff will be good. These, I thought these were marigolds. And they might still be, but they also kind of feel like feverfew. So I'm going to plant them like they're marigolds, and then if they turn out to be feverfew, I'll move them. Also, I have some of this little branch here, of a branch of forsythia, because we had it growing in our alleyway, and I decided I'm going to try and root one of the branches. Where's my paper towel? I just want to see if there's anything happening here that is anything other than rot, is what I'm looking for. Well, I don't see anything positive happening. Let's cut this up a bit to the next node so that there's some green happening. How about you? Anything happening here? Nothing yet. I'm not without hope though. Forsythia. Gonna try and grow it from a cutting. We'll see if it works. I hope it will. But the Chantilly snapdragons, that's something that I'm really, really excited to see in my garden. I am nervous to put out these seedlings because I don't want to lose these plants. I would really like for all of these plants to live. But I don't know. What are you looking for? Oh, soup. I thought you were going through my crafts box. I was like, why are you in my craft box? Look at my snapdragons. Can you not hear me? I was a big baby yesterday because Alex was busy. All day he was like in meetings, he had podcasts in his ear, he was just like, he had headphones in. And I kept being like, hey, and say something to him, and then he would go, sorry, what? Huh? All day he had headphones in. Huh? What? Sorry, huh? And by the end of the day, I was like, you don't even hear me at all, ever. And he was like, I can just wear one of the headphones. And I was like, you don't want to hear me. What are we gonna do? I was a big baby. Let's look at flowers. What do you think? Do you think we should look at flowers?
Huh?
I'm not talking to you.
Pardon me?
Stop it. Get out of here. You're not invited to do that here. This is a safe space. Okay. Let's look at all the flowers. I just want to see them. Oh, you know what I want to do, actually? Let's see. If I click on one, how do the photos look? Okay, good. This is good. Okay, so I am planting this, or I have already planted this. This is Gulf Winds Alyssum. Hopefully, we will have a very beautiful showing of it again. It was gorgeous last year. So hopefully we'll have a ton of that. I also already planted these guys, the Agrostemma in Purple Queen and Pink Contessa. That's these guys. So those are already planted. Alyssum is already planted. Ooh, Summer Romance. What a pretty way to call the color. Looks the same as the other one, but I also have that planted. What else do I have planted? Love Lies Bleeding, I already have. These are not all, this is not the place I got all my seeds from, but they carry a lot of the varieties I'm growing. So I will be growing a beautiful, gorgeous candelabra of Love Lies Bleeding. I'm also growing Flashback Calendula again, which is this gorgeous, gorgeous girl. So pretty. And I'm also growing Orange and Lemon Twist calendula, which is just like the good calendula for saving for tea and salves and stuff. Oh, so cute. Aren't they the cutest? I am also doing... Who else am I doing? Obviously, Mountain Garland Clarkia. So pretty. Their pictures don't even do it justice at all, in my opinion. It's such a pretty plant. Look how pretty it is. It's gonna be so nice. I miss her. Also, of course, I'm doing Cleome. She's gorgeous. Already planted, already outside. I also have Butterfly Coreopsis already planted, already outside. Hopefully one of them lives. Fingers crossed we get some success. I also have the Blue Boy Bachelor's buttons. We'll see how they do. I'm hopeful that we'll have a good showing for them as well, because they are my blue for the year. I also have these guys already planted outside. These are the Little Ladybirds Sulfur Cosmos. I don't know if one plant makes all the colors or if multiple plants, if each plant makes its own color. So I guess we'll see, because this kind of makes it seem to me like it's one plant that has multiple colors on it, but it might just be some are red, some are yellow. Surprise gardens are great, Becca. I just threw seeds in the garden bed this year. I don't even know what's in there. Oh, that's exciting. I love a random garden. Rose Campion, yes, but I haven't seen that on here yet. I also have the white Cosmos in my garden. I have 3 of them. And then I did this guy here, Maiden's Feather vine. I planted these guys in my, just direct seeded them. We'll see if they survive. If they don't, I don't care. I just planted them because I have the seeds. I'm skipping past those guys because I'm not growing those ones. I planted more seeds for this, the Paradise Mix. I'm really hoping this year we could get one of these pinky orange fuchsia colors, because I already have purple, I have white. I think I have yellow. I would like the pink fuchsia. So I did plant more seeds for that, just hoping that we would get more going on. I also have this guy, Exotic Love Vine. I have it listed as Firecracker Vine. Ma'am, that's enough. That's enough, okay? Enough. Can you fill this up a little bit?
Sorry?
Can you add water to it?
Pardon?
Stop! Anyway, this guy I've planted, and I have seedlings, and now they are in the garden of this plant. So this should grow up this year. I'm really hopeful we'll get some really cool vining stuff going on this year. I also have this guy growing, which is a double feverfew. It's so cute. Look how cute it is, little snowballs. I have it all over the backyard in different spots. I also have this 4 o'clock already planted in the garden. I soaked the seeds this time for 24 hours before planting them. So hopefully they grow this year. Last year I didn't have any luck with them. My mom grows 4 o'clocks every year, and they look like this. Like, they're so pretty. Very wild looking. And all of these colors are on one plant. It's not like you have to grow 3 plants to get these colors. But this year I wanted to try and get this one to grow. Last year I had no luck with it. Hopefully this year we can have a 4 o'clock in this gorgeous, like, tropical, juicy peach color. I also have... Excuse me, can you please stop screeching? Stop screeching! I have a spray bottle to try and convince them to stop. Can you see how effective it is? It's not effective, is my point. Next, I am growing... let's see. Nothing on this page. How bizarre would that be? Oh, this guy. Alaska Mixed Nasturtiums. Gorgeous, gorgeous flowers on gorgeous, gorgeous plants. I would love if we could get that beautiful salmon color, but I'm happy with anything. I also have the Aloha Mix, which is supposed to have more pink in it. Mine almost always come out orange. Like, pretty much exclusively. My best nasturtiums are orange ones. So, oh, Cherry's Jubilee. Isn't that gorgeous? This is one I wanted to see what it looks like in person. I saw them at the grocery store for sale, the seeds. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, the other one that I am growing, let's see what creamsicle looks like. Does it look lighter than what I grow? Like whenever I grow nasturtiums, I'm telling you, like every single one of them comes out orange. Anyway, I'm growing a bunch of actual varieties this year. We'll see what actually happens with them. I'm growing Moonlight this year, which is a climbing nasturtium. I'm really interested to see how this one does. I have it up against a trellis that will also be growing sweet peas. Sweet peas, this guy, and then I think I put a Morning Glory here too. So there's a Sunrise Serenade Morning Glory, a Moonlight nasturtium, and a sweet pea explosion on one trellis. I have the Whirlybird mix as well, which is supposed to have a bunch of pinky colors. Pretty much always has just orange. I also have Pink Love in a Mist, which is this. I don't know. I have one plant. We'll see if it survives. I also have these guys. Penstemon. I tried growing them inside and they died, so I direct seeded them outside because it says that you can direct seed them outside, I think. Growing instructions. Spring, Summer Bloom, hardy to zone 4, best to start indoors, to start outdoors, well protected, fine textured seed bed once the danger of frost has passed. So I think I've already planted all those seeds out. Hopefully we can have one of these plants. I would like one to survive. What is this? Ooh, are you like a geranium? What's your leaf like? Weird. Cute flower. I don't know her. I also have phlox that are going to be coming in. Mine are perennial. They're from my sister. She said they are a really pretty pink phlox. So that's what phlox looks like. So we'll see how that goes. I also have poppies in Dusky Rose already coming up in the garden. Look how pretty those are. Gosh, I love Dusky Rose. And I also have poppies in the, what other color of poppy do I have? Oh yes, Tropical Sunset. That's these guys. I planted the entire packet. We'll see how many of them come up. Imagine if we could get some of the purpley ones or the dark reds. Those would be fun. Ranunculus, not doing. I planted more of these guys, but I just direct sowed them. I didn't bother starting them indoors because I have a pot for them, so I just added more seeds to the pot. Sapoglossus, I had seeds for it. Did I forget to plant Sapoglossus seeds? No, I think I planted them. Didn't I? Anyway, I'm hopeful that we could see these. I have the seeds. Hummingbird Salvia, this one for sure. I've already got a plant that's doing really well outside, and then I have a bunch more that I just direct seeded. Love her. So we are growing her. I also have a bunch of these as seedling starts, so these are going to be in my garden as well. The Dark Knight Scabiosa, as well as Grandmother's Pincushion Scabiosa. Look how cute these are. So fun. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, we have geraniums, scented geraniums. The Chantilly Snapdragons, we already looked at those. Stock, I'm not growing stock. Sunflowers, I'm growing Garnet Star, which is this guy. Just because I had a lot of seeds left, so I just threw a lot of them in the soil. And then the one that I have coming up so much is called Paint Box. I think. Paint Box Bouquet. That's this guy. So that looks like this. On the plant, you get a bunch of stems on one sunflower plant, and they look super. But you can also have a vase of them, and they look really nice in a vase. Aren't those pretty? So we'll see how those do. I do have too many of them planted right now. I'll probably be removing most of them. And then sweet peas, I have so many sweet peas that we're growing this year. We're growing the Cherie Amour mix, which is pinks and whites. We're also growing the Cupani's Original, which is purple and red. We're also growing, ooh, fire and ice. What is that? I haven't seen these ones. Are you really orange? Orange sweet peas. Those are pretty. Okay, we're also growing heirloom painted lady. That's these guys, which is pink and white. Aren't they cute? Oh my god, look at that field of sweet peas. Amazing. We are also growing perfume delight. That's these guys, which has some more purple going on in it. Beautiful. We are also growing, we have a few more varieties of sweet peas in there. We are also growing Spencer Ruffled, which has a really pretty dark color in it. Hopefully we get a good amount of those. And we are also growing Strawberry Fields, which is just a beautiful, gorgeous, gummy, just watermelon, juicy pink. Beautiful. We're also growing Velvet Elegance, sorry. That's these guys. I know a lot of them look like they have the same colors. It's because they do. They're mostly the same colors. Just I had lots of different packets. We're also growing Verbena. This guy. Look at how pretty she is. We're also growing Johnny Jump Ups. Look how cute these are. And what other zinnias are we growing? We are growing lots of zinnias, just a bunch of different zinnia mixes. But I don't see the Queenie Limes in their pile here, so I don't think I can show you the actual varieties I'm growing. But that's just from Renee's garden, Renee's flower seeds. I don't know what she calls the website, Renee's something. And Renee's garden is what it is. Oh gosh. Did you hear all of that? That was my back cracking 1,000 times. Anyway, there's going to be a lot happening. This garden is going to be banging. I hope. Oh, those poor little castor beans. I wonder if they'll be okay to go outside. They definitely got damaged by being dropped. But the Chantilly snapdragons, I'm excited to get those out today. Out in the conditions. Out in the wild weather conditions that are, you know, our life right now. Look at how nice the thing we made is. Isn't it pretty? And this has not rooted yet, but it will not root for a little while because it's like a tree. That's fine. I feel like I want to plant more seeds. I'm nervous that I am missing certain things. Like straw flowers, should I start more of them? Should I start more scabiosa? You see, my scabiosa is not doing really well right now. I have 3 kinds of scabiosa, I think. I have the Black Knight, the Salmon Rose, and the mixed scabiosa, the grandmother's pincushion. But right now I only have 1, 2 Salmon Rose, and then mixed I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they're not looking like really good, you know? So I wonder if I should just add some more seeds. I think I'm going to just add more seeds into my seed tray because when in doubt, oh my god, my leg's asleep. When in doubt, add more seeds. Do I have any other spots? It smells so good in here. Alex made some tasty soup. You should get some snow in summer. I thought you had it before. Was it at this place or at the farm? No, it was at the farm. The snow in summer was at the farm. Which is sad to have lost it. I didn't even think to take any with me when we moved. All right, so we did plant more of the Cosmos. I think like the last stream or maybe the one before that. But I need to find my, what are you, Scabiosa. So grandmother's pincushion scabiosa, Macedonian scabiosa. Well, I do want to make sure that I have enough of the Dark Knight planted. I feel like we just replanted, so now we're replanting again. I just feel like I'm so nervous that I won't have enough of these, and I'm also nervous that if I don't plant them in seed containers like this, they won't come up, and then I will be left just bereft plantless, you know. Zinnia Glorious Red. I'm very confident that Zinnia Glorious Red is going to be just fine. And also Zinnia Queenie Lime Orange. I'm pretty sure it's going to be just fine. Firecracker. Firecracker? What am I saying firecracker for? No, that's Maiden's Feather. Firecracker Vine. That one's already done. Scabiosa Mix. Scabiosa Salmon Rose. I just feel like maybe my seeds weren't great. Oh well. Just keep adding more seeds. There you are. Hummingbird Mint. Bachelor's buttons. I think we're good for bachelor's buttons. I feel like there are a whole lot of them outside looking really good. Feverfew I also feel really good about. I don't think we need any more Feverfew. Royal Carpet, that's empty. Firecracker Vine, we're good. Echinacea, Tiny Marigold, Cleome, Yarrow, Calendula we're good for. Status. Should I grow Status? It's a little late now though. I'm a little concerned that I've waited too long for my Status. Should I just give up on it? Amaranth, I planted more outside, so I should be fine for that. Prairie Smoke, I also planted more outside, so we should be good for that as well. Coleus, Cleome, more Chantilly Snapdragons. Should I plant more now of the Chantilly Snapdragons? Or do I save it and plant them next year? What do you think? Cleome, we're good. We're good, we're good. Cosmos are good. Hummingbird Salvia, good. Sweet Alyssum, Nasturtium. Are there any left in there? No. Celosia spicata, I planted more out there on its own. Clarkia Mountain Garland, we've got that out already. Lots of it. Dianthus. I feel like I go through this a couple of times a week, and each time I pull out a couple seed packets and go like, I'll just add more of that. I'll just add more of that. Like, for example, I have so much basil. I think I'm just going to put some in my front garden and see what happens. Blue Vervian. Do I have a lot of that? No, it likes wet soil. And catnip, hostas, green beans. Wild sweet peas. I could do wild sweet peas in the front garden. I only really saved those seeds for fun. Yeah, hot pink wild sweet peas. Let's put those outside. Milkweed, Angelonia, chamomile, malva. So far 0 dandelion. More Clarkia. More Clarkia. Johnny Jump Ups. I only have 15 minutes. I don't really have time to reorganize all of this, do I? More basil. I think I'm going to just put all of my basil in my front yard. Don't you think that would be fun? And then whatever happens, happens. And if it doesn't survive, I'm not going to be sad about it. And I'll have fewer seed packets to worry about. And if it does survive, bada bing, bada boom, then we've got some fun stuff. Okay, Opium Poppy, are you empty? Why do you not feel empty? You are. Okay, Lacinato Kale. Empty. Lacinato Kale. Where did I plant all of the Lacinato Kale in? Apparently somewhere. Maybe I'll also plant a curly kale in my front yard also. By the way, the tulip farm is in full bloom if you wanted to go see. I shared the info on Facebook Messenger. Okay, cool. Well, I think this weekend I'm supposed to do something that feels social. Cool. I'm glad that it's really important and stayed in a safe spot in my brain. Couldn't tell you what it is. Mixed straw flowers. Do we have enough straw flowers? Mixed straw flowers, and then we have straw flower apricot peach, straw flower strawberry rose, Strawflower Assorted, and Strawflower Silvery Rose. Do I need them organized by color, or do I just put them all into one envelope and call it Strawflower? Okay, and now the next question is, do I direct seed? Do I direct sow straw flowers? Let's see. Straw flowers can be direct sown, especially in regions with long growing seasons. However, in areas with shorter, starting them indoors is recommended for direct sowing. Wait for temperatures to consistently be warm with danger of frost past. I mean, we are there. You know? Okay, so with our last 15 minutes, why don't we do a little bit of organization here. I'm gonna find all my, there's another Clarkia somewhere. We could organize a few things. Like putting all of the, I don't know, stuff that goes together. Let me just move my straw flowers into a shared envelope and live my life how I feel like it, which is going to be having all my straw flowers in one envelope. Because I'm not going to plant them in separate bunches. Those are the colors I want. They're just my own mix now. Mixed straw flowers. Don't look at my hair. Mixed straw flowers. And then we have the colors Silvery Rose, Strawberry Rose, Apricot Peach, and now let's see, because I have extra, so what else could they be? What other colors could they have been? Straw flowers. What colors? Did I buy any from Etsy? Let's see. Your account. Purchases. I purchased Clarkia. I purchased Scabiosa, Sapoglossus, Bachelor's Button, Strawberry Rose. Okay. Cool. I love that for us. And a mix of assorted. These are from 2024. And now they can all be in one pack. This assorted feels like a seed packet, like a purchased amount. How many are even in my Silvery Rose? 5 or 6? Well, there's a pretty good amount still. I just feel like when they're in so many different packages, I'm finding it overwhelming right now. I don't know if that's fair to the seeds, because like maybe what I need to do is just plant all of them so I don't have to think about them anymore. But what I want to do is just mix them all together. And that way I'll get the joy of the surprise along with the knowledge that it's not going to be too surprising because it's a mix that I made up. I mean, did I even make this up? No. Oh, no. What flavor was that? Apricot peach? Okay, good. That was my least favorite color last year. I thought that my whole garden was going to be the same color, like this sort of salmon-y, apricot, orangey pink. And then for some reason, the apricot peach ones were basically just orange, and I didn't want orange. I didn't want orange at all. Okay, so this is labeled pink, purple, pink, peach, purple, and yellow. Cool. And then Silvery Rose. This one was gorgeous last year. What am I doing this weekend? I feel like I'm doing something with somebody. Maybe with Alex? Are we doing something? Ew, my birthday's next week, guys. Join my Patreon as a birthday gift. If you're new. And if you're already a patron, then go up a tier for the month of May. As a birthday gift. Or go on my Etsy and buy some of my art. I put up a bunch of new stuff on my Etsy page. Well, so check it out. There we go. Mixed straw flowers are now organized all together. You can get rid of all those extra envelopes. We just have one of them, but I need to leave it out because I think I need more straw flowers. I think. I don't think my straw flowers are like organized nicely enough. Okay, so now I have all these envelopes to throw out, which is wonderful. Very pleased about that. I also have all this basil to plant. Devil bird. Okay, so that's cool. And I think that's it. I don't think anything else needs to come out. Did I say anything else is not doing well? No, I planted a bunch of extra seeds for a lot of these things outside. Maybe I will have to cancel Patreon, then redo it so it lets me on. That's so weird because you're in Discord, so it's not taking you out of there. Ugh. What is happening? Why is this half of my bangs going back and this half is going forward? Can you guys pick a side? Couldn't you work together a little? The answer is no. This one cannot be forward and this one cannot be back. It's just what's happening here. There. I think we did a pretty good job today. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with us making a cute little art piece. And I'm also happy with us checking out all of the seedlings. Not a hugely productive live stream, but you know, some of them are and some of them aren't. It's just the way the cookie crumbles this time, you know? Oh, golly, what are you doing this weekend? I feel like I'm nervous that I'm missing something. Where might it be? I'm missing something, but I don't know what it is. Oh well. For today, nothing to worry about. I feel like that's it. What else do we have to talk about? Do you have anything you want to mention? Do you have anything exciting? I found something exciting. I found my old sunglasses. The ones that look like Alex's glasses. So I was very pleased. Oh, I'm so happy to have them. I left my one good pair at my sister's house. And Alistair was wearing them. She sent me a little video of him wearing them, being like, Auntie Laura, you forgot your sunglasses here. And I didn't have any to wear home because I forgot them there. And I found my old ones. I have hair. I'm literally going to go crazy from just... I'm going to put my hair in a tight, slicked back bun after the stream. It's just not working for me. It's my birthday on Tuesday too, just saying. Candace, yes, it's gonna be a good birthday for us. Maybe I'll do a live stream on Tuesday. A birthday live stream? Oh no, I won't. I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be out doing birthday things. I forgot. Alex takes me out on my birthday and we do like a birthday activity day. But on Monday we will be together. So on Monday, maybe Monday we'll do our birthday party, or Wednesday. What would you rather do? Monday or Wednesday? Or both, because next week is my birthday week. Birthday week. That's when we do all the birthday things, right? Exactly. We can do both. Yeah, Monday and Wednesday. It'll be the birthday. Monday will be for everyone whose birthday's in May, and then Wednesday will be for everyone whose birthday was on Tuesday. This looks cute. I think that'll be nice hanging in my house. I have a one that is between two pieces of glass that I really like, but I wanted one that was like on a frame. Do you hear the water fountain? It's behind this, and I keep catching it in my ear and being like, is something peeing in my house? No. Friday, you are away, so no triple feature. No triple feature on Friday. You're right. We have Monday and Wednesday next week. For those of you who are new, please subscribe. Please like the video. Usually we get together Monday, Wednesday, Friday every single week. We hang out, we chat, we make stuff together, all the things. But yeah, if you're not new here, I hope that you already are subscribed, and I hope that you click the thumbs up button because it helps the channel grow, and it's like the best free way to show your support for the channel. The best ways to support the channel are to shop my Etsy, support me on Patreon, become a YouTube member, all of those things, super chats, subscribe, but the best free way to support the channel is just to click the like button. So I think that's it. I love you guys. I hope you had a good week with me. I hope you've been enjoying. And since we're not here on Friday, remember Mondays, Wednesdays, and most Fridays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. till 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Right, 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. Oh, also, I voted. I hope you voted. If you're Canadian, I voted. I forgot to talk about it. I didn't even mention that it was an election and that I voted, and I realized that. So there was an election. I voted. The Liberal Party won. It wasn't really a surprise to anybody. But anyway, Mother's Day on the 11th. True, Mother's Day is on the 11th. Don't forget about Mother's Day. Our moms, we must be there for them. I'm not going to be there for my mom on Mother's Day, unfortunately. I'm going to be with my sister and with my friend. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out of town, so not much I can do there, but be nice to yourself, drink water, be good to yourself, eat food, take your pills, all the things. Click the thumbs up button though, okay? Promise? Okay, thank you. Okay, see you next time. Thank you to everyone supporting the channel. Love you. Bye.